Hello and welcome to Cindy's Artistic World, and thank you for joining me today. Welcome to my mighty little garden where things are truly abuzz. There have been so many wonderful pollinators in my garden. It really excites me. The garden is in such good shape, such good bloom. I've actually seen honeybees. I've also seen the Africanized bee, but the honeybees seem to have really taken over recently. This is another friend that's in the garden, and I am seeing a lot of them more frequently. The sunflowers, I'm afraid, might get a little too wild in my garden, but they're doing good. Everything's doing so good. I'm just so happy. I'm really hoping that the garden makes it through the summer. We don't have quite as much heat as we had last year. It would be so wonderful. But all the hard work through the past 7 years, I really believe has paid off. Oh, I was very excited to see the seafoam lattice starting to bloom. And there's, just even an Easter lily right there in my dianthus. This beautiful tulip bloomed for 2 weeks. The arugula has not potted well enough to harvest seeds yet, but we've actually had a few harvests of sunflowers from my bird snowman. And lettuce is still very abundant in the garden. This is a very small garden, but I've gotten a lot of beautiful salads out of it. Now we have the burgundy, although this one isn't quite so burgundy. But the burgundy iris are starting to bloom. We've had the purple and white pretty much finish out their blooms. Now the burgundy is taking on. I love dianthus in the garden. I've had these, I think we're on our 3rd year with them, and I have no regrets to putting them in the garden. They're also wonderful in floral bouquets. That sweet peas, moving my rain barrels over to the side yard has been a wonderful treat. I'm hoping that it does well in the summertime. It's just finding the right things to grow over there because it does get light in the summertime, but it's not going to get as much sun as other areas. I did go out and harvest a good salad. Went out this day harvesting and started looking. This one's ready, and I picked them up, filled my sink full, got myself a nice bouquet of flowers to boot. Had everything from radishes to the sweet peas, and invited company for dinner. There is plenty more salad going. You can see where I harvested the ones in the back. Yeah. Those will grow if I leave them there. So will these. These ones are in the walkway, though, so I'm not really anticipating keeping them. That noise you hear just happens to be the water irrigation, which kind of, I love putting it on Sunday and sitting out there and irrigating because it is a water flow. Just listen to it. Very tranquil, very nice. The frog castle's doing well. And you're going to see a lot of plants, so I'm going to put some music on. Oh, I do want to show you, though, I did paint more of my awnings. The dill's doing good. I'm very thrilled about that. I did get more of them painted. I could use a little touch-up, but next year I'll go ahead and spray paint them again. The sunflowers everywhere. How crazy am I to let them all grow? I don't know. We'll find out. We're already seeing a lot of the yellow-breasted finch. Is that a society finch? I forget which kind of finch it is. Another shot of the Easter lily that's popping up in the dianthus. And I don't put the bird feeders out anymore because they eat too much of my garden. But the bird baths, they come in, they take a bath whenever they want. I have regular daily visitors. They let me know if it's too low. They'll stand outside and squawk at me until I fill it up. It's a beautiful, beautiful year in my garden. Very full, very luscious. I'm going to put more steel manure mulch down. I'm going to plant more for the next round of flowers and whatever. Although I do have a lot of things that come up. The front is doing very well. It was a year ago I dug all of this out and took out sifted rocks. And this year it is coming up well. There's kind of an enemy right there. That's miner's lettuce. And you can see my video about miner's lettuce. The sunflowers in the front yard are doing very well too. That's where I may be crazy. They may come up as much as miner's lettuce will. They may become a bit invasive as the birds start scattering them. This is my naked ladies. They start turning brown. Another view of the side yard. Fruit trees have been blooming wonderfully. My sinuses are a little tickled by it. And one of our favorite things is sweet peas. My bird absolutely loves them, but now as they're growing on, he prefers to just eat the pea out of them instead of the whole pod. I'm very excited about my squash plants because if you look in the middle, you're going to see that they're doing very well and starting to sprout out, ready to bloom. Hopefully give us some wonderful, wonderful eats. The ones in the pots are doing way better than the ones in the ground are. They were all started at the same time. I did wind up with a little issue with the grasshoppers eating a lot of things. And oh, there's a good shot of my seafoam lattice. I moved it there hoping it would do even better. At one time it was growing very well. But anyway, back to Mr. Grasshopper. I'm going to get some cans and start trapping the little boogers. Because it devoured 4 eggplants. And one of my squash that was not in a pot. I do have more marigolds to spread around the yard. And hopefully they'll help repel. Still loving my trellises that I put the tomatoes in. And really loving these guys. I am so glad to have them in the garden. Every day is a wonderful day outside in the garden. I'm spending the next week out there. You should spend a little time outside as well. Enjoy your day wherever it is. Thank you for watching Cindy's Artistic World. Please give us a like and subscribe and check out my other realms.